Imagine a world where only kings and emperors held power, where the voices of ordinary people were silenced and decisions were made by the few, not the many. Then, in the 5th century BCE, something extraordinary happened in ancient Greece: the birth of democracy. This is the story of how an idea, ruled by the people, transformed the world, from the hills of Athens to the halls of modern parliaments. The story begins in Athens, around 508 BCE. The city-state was in turmoil, torn between tyrants and oligarchs. Then a reformer named Cleisthenes introduced a radical idea: let the people govern themselves. He divided Athens into tribes, created a council of 500 citizens, and established the first democratic assembly. For the first time, ordinary men, though not women or slaves, could vote on laws, debate policies, and hold leaders accountable. But Athenian democracy wasn't perfect. It was direct, meaning citizens voted on every issue, a system only possible in small city-states, and it was fragile. By 322 BCE, Athens fell to Macedon, and democracy faded into history. For centuries, empires and monarchies dominated the world, yet the seeds of democracy had been planted. Fast forward to the 13th century, and a new chapter began in England. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, limited the king's power and laid the groundwork for constitutional governance. Though it wasn't democracy as we know it, it introduced the idea that even rulers must follow the law. The 17th and 18th centuries saw democracy's resurgence. In England, the glorious revolution of 1688 established parliamentary sovereignty. Across the Atlantic, the American Revolution in 1776 declared that all men are created equal and introduced a new form of representative democracy. The US Constitution, ratified in 1788, became a blueprint for modern democracies, with its separation of powers and checks and balances. Meanwhile, the French Revolution of 1789 shook Europe to its core. Its rallying cry, liberty, equality, fraternity, inspired movements worldwide. But democracy's rise wasn't smooth. The 19th and 20th centuries saw revolutions, wars, and struggles for suffrage. Women, minorities, and colonized peoples fought tirelessly for their right to vote and be heard. Today, democracy takes many forms, from presidential systems like the United States to parliamentary democracies like the United Kingdom. The core idea remains: power belongs to the people. Yet democracy faces new challenges. Populism, polarization, and disinformation threaten its foundations. At the same time, technology is reshaping how we engage with politics, from social media campaigns to e-voting. The story of democracy is far from over. As we navigate the 21st century, the question isn't just how democracy evolved, it's how we'll protect and adapt it for the future. From the assembly halls of Athens to the digital town squares of today, democracy has come a long way. It's a system built on hope, struggle, and the belief that every voice matters. But its survival depends on us, on our willingness to engage, question, and defend it. If you're inspired by the journey of democracy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for World Fact. We're here to explore the stories that shape our world, one fact at a time. Until next time, stay curious.